There we go. Hey, everybody, just real quick, it's Booze and BJJ podcast with Thompson Wale. Frankie should be joining us soon, but he's got 30 minutes because at that time we're cutting it short.
Out.
We're out. I got things to do. I got places to go shopping and weights to lift. Weights to lift? Why does that sound weird to me? Whatever. Wale, how's it going?
Oh, it's going okay. Yeah, just trying to figure out how to structure my purple belt journey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got promoted to purple belt when?
Like end of February. Yeah,
End of February. Has it been
was
that
it
long
February?
already?
No, it wasn't end of February. What are we in? February,
We're like
March,
May 11th.
May, April, maybe end of April.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah.
What do you mean by structure your purple belt journey?
So one second. Let me.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to get you one of these shirts.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely have been looking forward to skipping warm-ups.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know,
Ah.
a long while ago, I was toying around with the idea of doing a t-shirt line, and one of them was a shirt that self-identifies you as a BJJ purple belt, and would have a caption underneath that says like warm up skipper or warm ups LOL, like something like that. But anyways, go ahead, Wale.
Yeah. Oh, April 5th. So I got
April
purple.
5th. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's only been about a month.
Yep.
You're a baby purple
Uh
belt.
I know. Well, I kind of want to like structure it. I What I mean is I kind of want to be more uh what's the word? More deliberate with my training,
Mhm.
um, figure out kind of what my style is going to be, uh, focus on doing more drilling because, yeah, I don't do enough of that, admittedly. Yeah,
Mhm.
that sort of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, I've ever since December, I've been very, very deliberate with how I train.
Yeah,
There's some people that I like personally, but they train way too hard for me.
yeah,
And I know I could train with them, but recovering from it afterwards is
yeah.
it's just not pleasant.
I did a class, an advanced class, gi class, and there's a white belt in there, and he was full on white belt energy. And, I had to roll with him twice, and I was just like, I'm not expending my energy with this. So,
Mhm.
I let him do whatever he needed to do, and I was just like, nah, I'm not rolling with you again because the last thing I need is to get hurt.
Yeah. Um, there's ways to mitigate that though.
Yeah.
Like the 2-on-1 grips that I've been working on to isolate an arm.
Mm,
That works very well to slow down a spazzy white belt.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing takedowns. The
Yeah.
the the 2-on-1, especially in gi, that's money.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he seemed to have had some level of he wasn't really spastic. He had some level of like training. He just was just going way too hard for a class.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know of any competition coming up anytime like within the next week or two, so you can chill, you know.
Hmm.
And yeah, I could have done something to like slow him down or whatever, but I was just like, I wasn't there for that day.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah. I see spazzy white belts as a challenge, you
Yeah,
know. But if they go to a little too overboard, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I'll roll with you now, but I'm probably not rolling with you again.
Yeah. Things would have been different if I was, a couple weeks out from a competition. Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, that 2-on-1 grip, I don't know if I showed it to you last time I saw you.
No.
Yeah, it's so perfect. Yeah. I'm not trying to spread that around so people can't figure out counters to it.
Thomas's
Yeah.
secret sauce.
I do have a black book,
Mm.
literally. I mean, I was gonna say black guy book, but nobody would believe me.
My notebook is a red book.
Oh, it's red?
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Hmm.
I think I have my book here. No, it's in my bag. But yeah, I actually do have a notebook. Like people don't believe me. It's like it's been a joke for so long.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, my little black book of evil or black mag, book of black magic. Like Wilson, I reference that to Wilson all the time. But when I
Hmm.
actually pulled it out and started taking notes and writing in it, he's like, "What's that?" It's like my book of black magic. It's like got all my evil notes and like evil notes of submissions and techniques in it. And he thought I was joking. So I opened it up and I let him read it a little bit. He's like, "Oh my God, you're a bigger dork than I thought." Like, yes, yes, Wilson. That's weaponized autism is the best thing in jujitsu. I'm not autistic though,
what's
but huh?
what's the that book called? Like the
Oh, and the living
book. Hold on one second.
okay.
Quickly. Hi. Your face is blurry.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hey, you up? I'll be
Are
up
you
in a
going to
minute.
sleep? Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Like what's it, the Book of the Dead or something? It's usually in, like fantasy games
Oh,
where it's like
the
yeah,
Necrocomica Necromund not Necromunda.
yeah,
Necromunda
that
is
that
Warhammer.
thing.
Yeah. It's like
That's for sure.
it always
Necros.
starts with a necro something.
Yeah.
Oh no, Necromunda is a hive city in Warhammer 40K. See, I'm a geek. I think it's the Necrocomic common phenomenon or something from Ash and the Evil Dead.
Yeah, let's see.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
I was gonna use another word, but then we might get shadow banned again.
No,
It's-
or restricted access or whatever the hell they're
Yeah,
calling it. Yeah.
it's called the word for love of people who have died. Necro book. Let's see.
There's a term for that? Oh, wait.
Necro. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
You're you're
Nec.
you're giving the sanitized description of it.
Yes,
I
yeah.
didn't catch on to that at first.
Necrobonicon.
Bonicon?
Yeah,
Is that from The Evil Dead? Is that what it's
it
called?
is.
Hmm.
No, apparently it's under purported original Arabic title. It's a fictitious book, fictitious text.
The Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Yeah.
That's from The Evil Dead. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
dude.
yeah. I guess necro, that word, it's used everywhere, but that could be the name of your book.
Just switch the C for a G.
Yes.
I should actually get a replica of that book and just carry it around with me.
Yeah. Go everywhere in a black robe.
Well, I mean,
Big G under.
I'm so I had this. I jokingly put it out there. So at the end of not all the time, but at the end of my no-gi class, I traditionally do something called the wall. And
Yeah.
I'll have silly descriptors for it, you know. Like, oh yes, the wall, you know, killer of dreams, bringer of
Uh,
hope, you know, stuff like that.
uh,
The wall giveth and the wall taketh away. Friendships have been destroyed and made at the wall. Like just hyping it up more than
uh,
what it actually is. And I had been jokingly saying I'm gonna go to a church supply store and get like a robe and a funny hat and like a staff. And
mhm.
right as we do that, like right before I call for the wall,
Oh yeah.
I just go in the back real quick and put it all on and just walk out. Like,
People are like, this dude is weird.
it's like there's something wrong with Coach Tom.
All right, give me 1 minute. I will be back.
Sure. I'll be right back too. You keep recording though. I'm gonna pause. I restarted.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. But anyway, um, so you took my first little mini seminar, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, give me I need feedback. Give me the
Yeah.
good, the bad, the ugly,
Let's see.
because
I
there
think it
was
was a good seminar. Um, Trying to think back. Yeah,
I
I think oh, quote unquote the bad. Like maybe I feel like we ran out of time.
we did.
Yeah. So and I feel like I guess time management would be the bad side. I feel that it would have been nice to have more time to like roll and stuff at the
Mhm,
end.
mhm,
Um, and so I think maybe because there were quite a few techniques that
mhm.
he went over. So maybe like breaking it down to just like two, two
Two or
different
three.
techniques, two or three, yeah,
Yeah.
and then like just have more seminars.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
so we're allowed to do them the last Friday of every month now.
okay,
And I was going to switch between I'm going to keep the split format, 1 hour for one thing, second hour for another. I'm going to keep that theme, but I think what I'm going to do is instead of giving whoever's instructing like a full hour, probably give them
mm,
45 minutes. That way we could have half an hour to roll and stuff at the end. Does that
yeah,
make sense? And yeah, like part of the time management issue was I think um I think like the instructor got derailed like a little
yeah.
bit and he was just like so happy to be explaining stuff.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
knows his stuff most definitely. He geeked out. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And like when you geek out on something and you just want to like
Like blurb
explain
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you end up yeah.
Yeah.
Um so I think that might have been what happened.
Yeah. And like a lot of people were just asking like multiple follow-up questions and I was like
Yeah.
s- like I was trying to shush people. They just kept asking questions. It's like,
I mean that's what it's for though. That's what the
yeah,
seminar.
yeah. So I think I should have been clear. I think as we are drilling, if you need clarification or have questions, like that's where you ask like the meaty questions. Like during the demonstration, like keep it like specific and short,
Yeah.
or at least specific. Do you know what
Or
I mean?
yeah, or
Yeah.
you could have where it's like you do the demo and then no one asks questions during the demo and then you have like something like 5 minutes after that
Hmm.
for folks to ask questions and
Hmm.
then you do the drilling.
Yeah. I'm gonna what I'll do is I'm gonna write down like a tentative schedule of things. That way,
Mhm.
we have time metrics to go by.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like everybody else basically, uh basically said they wanted that same seminar again.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna
With the
we're
same content or different content?
oh no, like the same format, like 1 hour of
Yeah, fine.
wrestling. What first half wrestling, second half leg locks. Like a lot of people really enjoyed that. So, but I'm gonna make it more refined so it, you know, there's not enough information like information overload in the second hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, I was thinking, and we'll do that for May, and in June, Sugi was asking if we could do like um a seminar on triangles and triangle escapes.
Mm.
And I was trying to figure out who really does triangles a lot and very well,
No one does triangles.
but I can't like I felt bad because I can't really think of anyone.
Yeah.
And when I do triangles, I use them as like either a um distraction or to hold my opponent or as an entry to something. So I don't actually use it as a direct submission. And
Yeah.
I know for a fact that's probably not what Sugi wants. So I definitely need
Yeah.
to.
The funny thing is, those are the first two things you learn: arm bars and triangles,
Yep.
but nobody does them.
I, I
Yeah.
I do arm bars. I do arm
Yeah.
bars still.
Well,
Yeah.
do you do like the classic arm bar?
From bottom?
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah.
can't. I've never been able to do those. I'm not built for that.
Yeah. I just feel like most people don't do the traditional arm bars. If they do arm bars, they're probably doing it from mount or,
Hmm.
from something else. I do have a nice sneaky arm bar that I sometimes catch.
Oh yeah.
Like when someone is doing a back take on me,
Hmm.
I drop to one side and inevitably they're going to try and reach for my collar,
Hmm.
right? I grab their arm, push it down to the mat, and I kind of bury my head onto their bicep and then slip my other hand under and boop.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's not really, I haven't gotten it to the point where it's like, highly effective, but I have caught some people on it and they start freaking out once they realize what's happening.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, there's multiple low percentage arm bars I do when people are taking my back,
Yeah.
and there's one that's a bit higher percentage than the others. And I've caught a number of guys in the last month with it, like April,
Yeah.
to the point where everyone's like, "What was that?" It's like, "Well, you left your arm there.
Yeah.
I just overhooked it and then pressed your wrist down."
Yeah. I mean, a lot of folks I feel very confident once they have their hooks in and they have one arm, then they always leave the bottom arm out.
Hmm.
And that's how why I go for arm bars on that arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this next few months I'm gonna focus on Spider Guard, De La Hiva, and X Guard, just because they're kind of all tied together.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, just going back to the basics, like Spider Guard sweeps.
Hmm.
I used to do like a Spider Guard with somebody standing, and then I'll shoot my hips really high up to an omoplata.
Hmm.
So I gotta work on that too.
Yeah, you just probably laid out like a good seminar idea for like the next couple of months.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, even though it's during my no gi class, I could just, it's a special event.
Mm-hmm.
This month we're doing gi,
Yeah.
so we can work it out. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, so at our promotion ceremony, um Jordan and I got stripes.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
So he's like a four-stripe brown belt and he's a senior
Nice.
brown belt and I'm the junior brown belt with two stripes. And it's just hilarious to me because I when I started jujitsu, I never ever thought I would uh end up with a brown belt. I was just like worried about staying alive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're two stripes away.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
big
How
promotion?
does that feel?
Weird. Like Thomas Allen Jiu-Jitsu black belt just doesn't seem real. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. because it's never been something I thought I could. I think the initial framework someone gets when they start something new sets the tone for it for a very
Hmm.
long time.
Yeah,
And when I started jujitsu, it was so hard for me physically, and just the ability to breathe was
yeah,
very difficult. That I didn't think I was not thinking about belt rank at all. My
yeah,
my thought process was, can I live through this class? Can I live through this class and drive home? And
yeah,
can I live through this class and drive home and wake up the next day and be able to either go to work or do this again?
yeah,
And that was it. So, yeah, it was rough. Like it's not for me starting off as white belt me and brown belt me is like night and day.
yeah.
I'd run circles of brown white belt
Yeah,
me.
I'm trying to think, what white belt me would be like. It'll be fun to go up against somebody who, like a white belt, who is exactly what I was when I was a white belt starting out. You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
I know one thing. I would definitely get lots of arm bars on them
Yeah. Oh,
from mount because I constantly sticking my hands out.
the funny thing you say, funny thing that you mentioned that I was thinking about this, and the closest person to me that I know is my older son, like physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a carbon clone of me physically. But I was thinking about it, and when he hits like early adulthood, that will be
Mm.
the closest I will be able ever to get to being able to fight me as a younger man.
Yeah.
So, like, it sounds weird, but I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at
I'm definitely.
say again.
I was saying I'm definitely looking forward to like fighting my daughter.
Yeah,
Well, I not fight. That might be
harsh.
a word that's banned. No, not fight. No fighting. Okay. I am looking forward to rolling with my daughter when she gets older.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm praying to the shadow band gods. Don't.
At this point, I think just the subject matter incites violence or whatever promotes
Yeah.
violence. I'm not really worried about it. Um, yeah, I mean, they always unban us. Like the
Yeah.
shadow ban goes away, so it's like, why are you even doing this? But um, yeah, like
Yeah.
Trevor. Remember Trevor Hampton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps describing his blue belt gauntlet as having me as his end boss, and I just realized I get to go through that with other people.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Where is he at?
what?
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Oh, he got his purple belt.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering where he was now. Did he recently get it?
Trevor Hampton? Yeah, he
Wait,
got it
hold
at
on.
Sugi's. Mini
Oh,
Trevor.
Trevor. What's up?
Mini Trevor.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking the other Trevor.
Big Trevor?
Oh, sweet. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Big tall Trevor? Oh,
From
he's
from
still at
uh
Pentagon.
from Pentagon, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's still
nice.
there.
When did he get it?
Saturday.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
The same day I got stripe number 2.
It's
But
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for me, like I'm getting people asking me more questions now.
Yep.
I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm at the belt level where at some schools I can teach, right?
Yep.
Or like I can be an instructor, like what's it called, junior or assistant instructor. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I get know my stuff.
Hmm. You know, the the best thing to do is if you don't know the answer to something, is just be like, I don't know.
Yeah,
YouTube it. Like
yeah,
it's better to do that than to try to like
yeah. I'll
improvise
never
it.
say I know something I don't know, but I'll say
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look it up and let me get with you next week or whatever. Or like, hey, let's look it up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, Frankie's topic was like really important.
Yeah. Still in traffic?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But but yeah, the that whole seminar thing was that's gonna be fun to coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think me and Yana are gonna do a month where I teach something and she teaches the other.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of which, Theo has a takedown that he's doing very well with.
But
Eh, I don't know what it's called, but he gets a collar tie on you.
I think, yeah, I think he was showing someone when I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he's been hitting it. He at Open Met earlier executed it over and over and over again on
Mm.
different people during the kids
Yeah.
hour.
What is it?
It's I don't know what it's called, but he gets a collar tie
Yeah.
and sometimes he grabs the back of your lapel if you're in gi
Mm.
and he gets a deep underhook and he puts his head right on like on your temple and then he
Mm.
turns you and then drags you to the mat.
Mm.
It's it's genius for him.
Yeah.
But sometimes when he's turning you, he'll throw in a,
A foot sweep.
a foot sweep. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's weird because people are like people have been kind of mentioning that Theo moves like Sugi does.
Mm.
And I thought it were just exaggerating until I was watching his class and I looked over. I was like, he moves like Sugi. Like it
Mm.
was shocking. I was like, how do you move like that? You
It's
know?
paying attention.
Yeah. And I was like, we're not built that way. How dare you? You're moving like
And he's like, "You're not built that
it's
way."
like you're not built that way.
Yeah, I gotta teach my daughter some takedowns. I was gonna teach her Sotogari, but I feel like not necessarily it's too advanced, but it's just
Everybody knows it.
hidden that what's that?
Everybody knows it.
Yeah, hidden that well at her age, most of the kids don't know it because they don't do a lot of stand up stuff. I mean, they know like single leg, double leg, so they all know how to sprawl and all that. But
Yeah.
I just feel like with something like Osotogari, it's timing is the biggest thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to teach timing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna switch to something that's a bit more sort of natural. So like something like you're saying, collar tie
Mm-hmm.
to like a or like an arm drag, something like that, something where the other person is bent over. You know,
Oh, 2 on 1. Done.
yeah,
Yeah, you could do it in gi. You get them at the you'll get them at an angle where a lot of their takedowns will be ineffective or extremely difficult to the point where they're not even worth it.
yeah,
And based on how they react, you can do a number of different takedowns. It's
yeah,
great. I don't even know why I'm telling you this on a video I'm posting on YouTube because I don't want anybody else to know about it.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
also working on like basically, you know, a collar tie with like a sleeve grip or like a wrist grip,
mhm.
and then pull their leg forward and then go for an ankle pick.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Um, if you ever see me teach people Osotogari,
Mm.
actually have them make them step forward first before stepping into them and executing the reap.
Mm.
That's how I like to teach that
Yeah.
takedown or
Yeah.
whatever. But
For me, Osotogari, I like to do it from, so I would go for like a collar tie, have them bending over. They're gonna fight for that and struggle.
hmm
And then once they pop up and they're like straight up, that's when I go for it.
yeah.
So it's like, I'm either gonna go for the ankle pick, or if you're if you're fighting that
hmm
and you decide to stand straight up, then I'm going for a Sotogari or something else.
Yeah. Gotcha. But yeah, there's all sorts of different setups where you just simply have your opponent step forward or even if you want to be
Yeah.
more specific and make them step back. But all right, Wale, it's time to go.
All right. I guess we'll
So
catch up with Frankie next time.
yeah, he's had his time. But anyways, thank you guys for listening in. Well, it was good to catch up with you.
Yeah, same.
Um, thank you for the feedback. I'll talk to you later, sir.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.